Judicial and appropriate personas to jurors. I appear here by special appearance.
Here we go.
In regards to the bill of attainder 17 CF 369, all matters have been removed from the DeKalb County of Illinois Corporation and the United States District Court into the venue Article 3 jurisdiction. All rise and stand. This is now a sovereign living Article 3 motion American. I'm a rock and claim sovereign living justice Cecil Sha'il, capital Dominion Nucio Nolo, and making appropriate persona to jurors and appropriate solo and appropriate arrests. I'm currently being subject to involuntary servitude as prohibited by the 13th Amendment with all 20 sections by way of kidnapping, human trafficking, and a heap of other crimes. I'm currently being warehoused as a POW in the Illinois Republic Territory, known as the Correctional Center Corporation of the Illinois Department of Corrections. My delegation of authority is affirmed for the record pursuant to the full provisions of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship and the Constitution for the United States of America. Article 3, Sections 1 and 2 of our National Trust, as supported by Article 4, Section 4. As my own delegation of authority as the lawful beneficiary to the original jurisdiction is presented and affirmed for the record under penalty of perjury, and it's uncontested, I am the only authority on this call and for this court of records. As all matters concerning morals are to be addressed in a lawful jurisdiction and venue, as according to the supreme law of the land and common law exclusively, as pursuant to the national trust, our government is counsels in all matters of government on the land known as the United States of America Major are to be recognized, and you are receiving direct orders under my civil authority as Aboriginal Indigenous Habitant on American state soil and signatory to the aforementioned contracts as to the lawful beneficiary, and again it's affirmed and documented for the record. These issues are federal allodial, and the removal's basis is of status, diversity of citizenship, diversity of nationality, conflict of interest, conflict of law, are all matters of federal question, and international crimes of fraud and treason. I let the record show the man with the blue mask on, wearing a black robe, sitting down, is Philip Montgomery doing business / debt collector. Philip Montgomery has just stated that Scott Shorley is also present. My office sees somebody behind Philip Montgomery. Could we put the camera on Scott Shorley so we can identify him?
Well, the record reflects that Mr. Shortley is appearing via Zoom, and that there are 3 people appearing via Zoom, myself, you, and Mr. Shortley. The record reflects that Mr. Shortley is clearly seeable on the Zoom camera. The TV is split into 3 sections. One section has me, one section has Mr. Shortley, and one section has Mr. Shaw.
So, are there any other DeKalb County of Illinois Corporation officials or United States District Court officials on the call, in the room, that has any way touched this matter? Is anybody else present?
There are other people in the room, but they've not had anything to do with your case. There's a court reporter here. She's taking down everything you say. Okay,
is there a bailiff in the room?
No.
Okay, is there anybody else in the Zoom room?
There's no one else in the Zoom room. There are other people in the courtroom though.
Okay, do you understand that no United States corporate citizen has personal, territorial, political, or subject matter jurisdiction or in these matters, as I am the law and the government? My body and all land and property are in the jurisdiction of my ancestral state this time and all points in time.
Mr. Shiles, we're here on your motion to vacate as well as whatever other motions that you might feel are pertinent for the court to take up, so you may proceed.
Again, do you understand that no United States corporate citizen has personal, territorial, political, or subject matter jurisdiction in these matters? As I am the law and the government, my body and all land and property are in the jurisdiction of my ancestral inherited state at this time and all points in time.
I'll be quite honest, I don't know what that means.
Record reflect that Philip Montgomery doing business as DeKalb County of Illinois administrator/debt collector, a fiduciary, and perform under the national trust, and is incompetent, or disqualified, I'm going to take your silence to equate an agreement. As the bill of attainder 17 CF 369, the true nature has not been described. It's not been disclosed by the DeKalb County, Illinois Corporation nor any of its agents, including all violation of rights, deliberate towards threat, coercion, kidnapping, unlawful search and seizures, denial of due process of law, denial of a fair and speedy public trial, and a lawful jurisdiction and venue, denial of life, liberty, and property, denial of jury of my own national peers, denial of post bail, cruel and unusual punishment, libel on your case searches, slander on your news media and press, also is prohibited by the Constitutional Bill of Attainders, as stated in Article 1, Section 9. Also include tampering with evidence or attempting to construct or convert my affidavit of facts into a motion. As to all matters of Bill of Attainder 17 CF 369, I order Douglas J. Johnson to enter this judgment into the public record and all listed default judgments. I order Lord Groves to enter default judgments. I order Lord Groves to discharge unlawful indictment / Bill of Attainder 17 CF 369 and all other Bill of Attainders in the DeKalb County of Illinois Corporation. I order immediate release of myself from the colorable custody of Illinois Department of Corrections. I order damages be paid in the amount of $5,000 per hour for unlawful detainment in the colorable custody, lawful specific gold and silver coin. Additional orders will be placed in the mail as follows. I hereby issue an arrest warrant, an order of arrest command to the sheriff and his deputies, to the bailiff, the Grand Army of the Republic, formerly known as the United States Military, to be executed pursuant to statutes of law 17, statute 16, without necessary delay for the DeKalb County of Illinois, including Robin Stucker, Philip Montgomery, are to be detained and tried by military tribunals. I order all liens on DeKalb County of Illinois Corporation and its agents to be satisfied. I order the forfeiture of all rights and property of all who have any way touched this matter. I order fines $10,000 per violation for trademark infringement fee and common law for each violation of attempt my name, Cecil Shael, to that of fiction, lawful gold and special silver coin tender, as consistent with Article 1, Section 10. I order the seizure of all real and personal property and assets and account holdings of all named therein. I order the U.S. Treasury to discontinue funding to the Judicial United States Treasury, State of Illinois Corporation, Illinois Department of Corrections, and the DeKalb County of Illinois Corporation. Again, if anybody want to contest, deny, refute, rebut anything being stated, which is all affirmed for the record, you can do so by swearing in under penalty of perjury or producing a wet paper signature with anything you have to say.
Are you done? Okay, Mr. Schwerley, at this time I haven't heard much in the way of argument in regards to the motion to vacate the sentence. I recall the trial in this matter. I recall the facts and circumstances that gave rise to the sentence that he received.
Let the record show,
as well as the history that the defendant had. I think that the sentence is appropriate and the motion to vacate the sentence is denied. Mr. Schwerley, is there anything else that you think we need to address at this time?